Amazing stuff. Now, Tyneside rock star Sting released his first album in nearly a decade today, called The Last Ship. It features songs from his musical of the same name, and it's inspired by the Swan Hunter shipyard in Wallsend. Well, Sting's enlisted a host of North East musicians to feature on the album, including his old pal Jimmy Nail. Well, Sting and Jimmy spoke exclusively to our arts reporter Sharuna Sagar about the songs, the memories and their special relationship for tonight's Look North report.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Nice to see you. I brought my friend Jimmy along.
Mind the microphone.
Hi. Good morning.
Good morning.
Oh.
When you think of the shipyards, what memories does it conjure up?
I was born and raised in Wallsend, and at the end of my street was Swan Hunter's shipyard. And some of my earliest memories are watching ships being lodged, actually, and watching all the men go to work every morning, thousands of men go to work.
It literally loomed large in his life because at the bottom of his street, the ships used to grow until they blotted out the sun.
My background and where I come from is still very important to me. It's the landscape I dream about.
So what inspired you to make this album?
I had this idea of writing a play about my hometown, about the shipyard. And it's called The Last Ship, and I started to write songs about some characters that I knew, some characters I made up, and characters that were composites of both of those things, and found that there was a lot to say. I have a lot of memories. Then I enlisted my good friend Jimmy Nail.
Some boy she loved who fled to sea.
I've been told that Jimmy is your muse.
Christ.
He is actually. He's my inspiration.
You know, of all the things I've been called, that's upset me the most.
Jimmy gave me the courage to carry on at times. I would think, you know, you're never quite sure what you're doing. And he would say, no, this is very important. You have to finish this. This story needs to be told.
It's all there in the Gospels. The Magdalene girl comes to.
The songs are really emotional, but really funny. I didn't know that you were funny.
People don't know that I'm funny.
That's a precious side to this project. It really is a precious side of this project because not only will you hear Gordon singing in his own dialect at times, but there's a lot of humour in it.
It's funny that my dialect only comes back when I'm angry.
Drunk.
If I threaten you, or a little bit drunk, I start speaking in this funny voice. And my kids would always know when I was serious. When the Geordie came out, uh-oh, he's speaking in that funny voice.
It's the same in the rehearsal room.
To the right, keep your eyes on your partner, more or less like a fight.
Are you getting more nostalgic these days?
I'm not sure whether nostalgia is a good thing or a bad thing, to be honest with you. And I didn't intend to write something about me, but the more I look at it, I realise I am telling my story. You know, the symbol of the ship leaving the Tyne, never to return, which they didn't, is very much a symbol of my life, you know. But you know, you spend a lot of your life trying to leave where you come from, and then at a certain point, you have to go back. It's like a homing signal that brings you back. I'm fiercely proud of where I come from. I mean, I'm glad I made my life outside, but I'm very proud of where I come from.
Do you think you could ever go back? There's some very big houses in the world, you know.
There's some very big houses, kidder.